So in this video, we're going to be removing the fender and the fender liner. Now I did a video about probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago on how to remove the fender, but I had a lot of questions on it. So I wanted to try to get this one a real thorough video. I'm not going to do the one on the other side because it's just exactly the same. But I do want to spend a little bit of time explaining how this one works, how to get the inner fender liner out, how to get the fender off, and all of the stuff on the inside. Because the last video that I did was just kind of like a fast forward clip. So I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth video here, so hopefully you guys like this one. So let's get started. Alright, you want to take off this little plastic piece. So you have 2 1/4-inch screws right up there. You have another one right here. See that one? Gotta take those off. Next step, we gotta remove this light, this little inner cowling, and some of the wire harness. Now, there's not really much to remove. There's this little plastic piece, the air inlet. It's got a little plastic clip right here, and then the battery bracket. So that's pretty much it for that. For the inside here, we're gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna show you a few things. This little light has 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3. I believe they're 1/4 inch. This battery bracket has a few bolts in it, so you got to kind of pull that out of the way. So you got a bolt here, a bolt here, a bolt here, and then one down there. If you look at the bottom side of the bracket, you can kind of see those. Let's set that aside. Then this plastic thing right here, it's an air inlet. Okay, it has 1 pin here, and then on this side it has 1 bolt right there that you can remove that out. Now what we got to do, now we can access this bolt here. There's another bolt down there that comes in from this side here, and then this bolt. Then there's a bolt right here, and then this one's for the hinge right there. And then if you come around into the door jamb, you have 1 bolt right there. You have another bolt right there. These are all 13 millimeter. Then underneath you have 1 bolt here, 1 bolt here. Then you have another one right here, right here, right here, and right here. And that'll remove the fender from the fender liner. So we have the fender off. What we've done here, you can see the fender liner is still attached. Now I'm going to actually include this in the same video, but you can remove the fender right there without having to remove the fender liner. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that as well. So there's a few bolts down here. Looks like there's 3 bolts there. There's 1 bolt right there, 1 right there, and then you got to come inside here and release these clips from the paneling, and that should be it, and then this should pull off. Alright, so that's going to pretty much conclude it for this video right here. So, a couple bolts to hold the fender liner in. This one right here, this one right here, and then there's 3 bolts right here. We've already removed the other ones to get the fender off. So that's pretty much it right there. Now we're going to go ahead and start on the other side. Then we'll have another video on removing the core support. There you go. It wasn't too tough. I think it probably took me about 20 minutes to remove the fender and the fender liner. Pretty self-explanatory, not too tough. Now, there's really no support to the core support on this side. So once I get the other fender out and the fender liner, that core support should come right out. So if there's any of you out there that need to know how to pull the core support, that'll be on next week's video, or look in the description, in the link in the description down below. But that's it for today. So please rate, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you next week.